AA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Very oddly, Matt Karzith will start at pole position with Elliot Draftler to his outside. Row 2 has Jeff Gorvette, and hopefully he doesn't get wrecked by Chuck Hacks! Row 3 has Carl Edwards, the rookie, and the king, the 7-time champion. Row 4 has Kevin Shiftwright, who is a 4th generation Piston Cup racer, and Greg People to his outside. Row 5 has Tony Gasworth and Kurt Buschtire. Both are very skilled racers. Row 6 has The Rocket, Ryan Newcar, and Lightning McQueen. Row 7 has Moray Clutchburn and Jeremy Carfield. Jeremy Carfield got 1 win last season. Row 8 has Billy Oilchanger and Joe Brakecheck, who got his first win last season. Row 9 has Brian Vickers, who has no wins yet, and Ernie Gearson, who hasn't won in a very long time. Row 10 has Mark Carton and Kevin Carvick, who won 2 races in 2001. Row 11 has Kyle Buschtire and Eugene Kobreski, probably going to try to wreck Ken Schrader, who starts on the outside of row 12. Hollingus starts on the inside of row 12. Row 13 has Misty Motocross and Sage Vanderspin, who has 1 win. Row 14 has Krusty Rotor, who didn't crash, and Johnny Blamer, hoping not to crash again. Row 15 has Winford Bradford Rutherford and James Cleanair, who's won 5 times. Row 16 has Dale Carrett, who's won 2 Florida 500s, and Daryl Draggard. Row 17 has Rusty Wheelhouse and Chuck Armstrong, the 2000 Piston Cup champion. Row 18 has these two, Michael Hartrip and Bobby Carboni, starting in the same row yet again. Row 19 has Ruby Easy Oaks and Darren Ledfoot, who randomly wins sometimes. Row 20 has Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Burnton, who will probably try jumping over someone. Row 21 has Todd Marcus, who won his first race 3 weeks ago, and Casey Corner. Starting in 43rd is Davey Apex, who has won from this position. These 9 cars, among many others, failed to qualify for this race. Now onto the race. Matt Karzith would lead the first 16 laps of the race before Chuck Armstrong would take the lead from him. He'd only lead for 1 lap before Matt Karzith would retake the lead. He'd lead into lap 45, where Darren Ledfoot would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 30 laps before Greg People, who's well known for leading too many laps, he'd lose the lead on lap 93 to Jeremy Carfield. Jeremy Carfield would lead for 2 laps before Greg People would retake the lead. He'd lead into lap 120, where Jeremy Carfield would retake the lead. He'd only lead for a couple laps before Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 10 laps before Mark Carton would make a clean pass on him and lead until lap 179. But as lap 180 would start, Tony Gasworth would take the lead and only lead for that 1 lap, because Carl Edwards would take the lead from him, where he'd lead for 1 lap before Rusty Wheelhouse would take the lead from him, leading for 1 lap. And then Chuck Armstrong would take the lead from him, leading for another singular lap. Jeff Burnton would do exactly the same thing, leading for a singular lap, but Mark Carton would retake the lead, leading for more than 1 lap. But on lap 217, Chuck Hacks is 20th, where he wrecks Bobby Carboni, Michael Cartrip, Sage Vanderspin, Ruby Easy Oaks, and of course Johnny Blamer. Why? Lightning McQueen would take the lead after the restart, leading for 2 laps before Mark Carton would take the lead from him, leading for 50 laps before Chuck Armstrong would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 7 laps, but he'd run out of fuel! Oh no! That's bad. What's even worse is that he crashes into Brian Vickers on his way to pit road, and he hit him so hard that now he's out for the season! Hopefully, he'll be okay to race next season. Tony Gasworth would take the lead after the restart, leading until lap 284, where Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him. He'd lead until lap 310, where the King would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 40 laps before Hollingus would take the lead from him. He'd lead until lap 353, where Matt Karzith would retake the lead. He'd lead for 6 laps before Lightning McQueen, the rookie that's won 7 races, will retake the lead. but on lap 365, Mark Carton would retake the lead. He'd lead into lap 371, where Tony Gasworth would retake the lead, leading into lap 385, where Chuck Hacks would take the lead and take the checker flag. Right! And that makes him the winner of the 2005 Sparrow Mint 400. Why did the Mean Green Car have to win? And here's the top 10, who are also the top 10 in points. Here's the top 20 in points, where the Mean Green Car takes the points lead. Why?
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Why did the Mean Green Car have to win again? The 30th race of 2005 will be coming out soon enough.